G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 20 of the season. Let's have a bit of a look at how the comp is faring, and it is getting incredibly tight at the top of the table with Langs and Studi VT, or YT, I believe it's YT, Studi YouTube, locked and loaded at 110 apiece. Langs is up by the score, as we can see there, 481, I believe, and 570 on second. So, absolutely hectic at the top of the agenda there. I've moved up a little bit, got 7 out of 9, so a little bit better on my behalf, which I'm happy with. So I'm sitting at 100 and only 18th, and I dare say some of these team members aren't really contributing as much, so that's all right. All good. I'll still have a crack each and every week. All right, let's have a look at the agenda. So we've got Carlton hosting Port Adelaide Friday night, Marvel Stadium. Big game. What did the Blues do? They got a win over North. Weren't super impressive. Port got the job done over the Tigers. Weren't that great either. We saw what the Blues did over in Adelaide Oval earlier in the season, not too long ago. I'll be tipping the Blues. I reckon 22 points seems reasonable. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, I don't think they've been in amazing form. I feel like they've lost 2 of their last 3, possibly. Where are they at? Yes, 2 of the last 3. Got the win over North, but I think they're a better side than Port. They're playing at home. I suspect they'll be too good. All right, we head over to Blundstone Arena, and we've got North Melbourne up against Geelong. Bit of a banana peel game here, but North Melbourne, they went down to the Blues, pretty competitive for most part, and just didn't quite get the job done, but they were pretty good for a lot of it. Cats went down to the Dogs, pretty disappointing fashion. Got sort of, a bit of a reality check and just weren't hungry enough for it. It's a really hard game to pick. I'm more optimistic on North than I am Geelong, but I will go Geelong to respond. But it's going to be a dogfight. I can absolutely guarantee that. The Cats just. We move over to People First Stadium, and we have Gold Coast. They are hosting Brisbane. Gold Coast, they went down to, I think it was the Giants. And they weren't able to sort of go with them. Brisbane, they had a very close win against the Swannies, a very good win up against the undermanned Sydney side. We know what Gold Coast do at home. They find a way to win. I'm going to go the Gold Coast Suns. Brisbane have been, whilst they've got 10 out of 11, and they're probably the informed team of the comp. Just, I'll be interesting to see how they go at Gold Coast home deck. They're pretty tough to beat there. I feel like Brisbane are due for a loss pretty shortly. Gold Coast love their home ground, so we'll see what happens there. We move over to Marvel Stadium, and we've got St Kilda up against the Bombers. And what happened to the Saints? They had a pretty solid win over the Eagles, about 70 points in the end. Bombers went down to the Crows in a close one. So, that's how it all panned out. I feel like the Saints' form of late, they won 2 of their last 3, just looking slightly better, and then if they get the W, then all of a sudden the Bombers' finals aspirations look in jeopardy. I'm going to go the Saints just with their form of late. It's just been a bit more reliable, and Bombers just seem to be going a bit sort of downhill. Saints perked up a little bit. Remember, kick 5 against the Eagles, but I've just got a tiny little bit more faith in the Saints to get it done. Then we move over to the MCG. Gosh, it's quite close. Right here we've got Melbourne up against GWS. The Demons, they went down to the Dockers. We never really a threatening chance there. And then GWS, a nice win over the Gold Coast Suns. Really tough one to pick here because I don't feel like GWS played that well at the MCG. But they got the win in Darwin. So, it's a really tough one to pick. I'm going to go the Giants just with their form, and I suspect if they can't beat the D's without Petrarca, I don't know if Gorn's going to play or not. I'm not sure how far away Gorn is, but Yeah, I suspect them to find a way. Richmond definitely gave them a good match for 3 and a bit quarters, but yeah, look, real litmus test for the Giants. I'll go them just. Over to Optus Stadium on the Saturday night, we've got Fremantle, and they're up against the West Coast Eagles. Eagles got the job done against them last time pretty comfortably, but they're in a pretty horrible form patch at the moment. They've lost at least their last 5. Dockers have won 4 of their last 5, and Dockers had a big win over the D's. Eagles got trounced by the Saints. I'm pretty keen to go with the Dockers to get the job done there. To the final 3 games. On the Sunday, we've got Collingwood up against Richmond. Geez, what an interesting game. The Pies, they went down to... I'm trying to think of which side it was again. Hawthorn, big win for the Hawks. 11-goal loss to the Pies. Tigers were pretty brave against Port for 3 quarters, just couldn't quite get it done. I'll be going Collingwood, but again, not with a lot of confidence. I think they're going to have to respond at some stage, and slightly better than the Richmond outfit. But if the Pies lose that one, that's not what the doctor ordered. Then we've got the Sydney Cricket Ground, with Sydney hosting the Western Bulldogs, and not much love for the Bulldogs. The Swannies, they lost to the Lions. They've lost 3 of their last 4, which is quite crazy. They've got a couple of injuries now. Papley's out. They had a few injuries, obviously, going into the game. I think Hayward did an ankle. So we'll see how that all pans out. But, they went in the Lions by a couple of points. Doggies, really good win over the Cats at the Cattery. It's a really tough one. Doggies have definitely done it there before when Sydney have been really good. I think they got it done in 2016. I think it was after the sign with Johannesson. I genuinely think the Dogs are an emotional team and can't string it together consistently, but they have won 4 of their last 5. They got it done at the Cattery. I think they've got enough weapons to get the job done. I'm going to back them in, but gosh, this is the moment I have faith in them is the moment they fail every time. We'll see what happens there. It's going to be a tough game, no doubt about that. But, I reckon, Dogs to get the win. Final game of the round. Jeez, good luck splitting this. Adelaide Oval got Adelaide. They are hosting Hawthorn. Crows had a very gutsy win over the Bombers at the Marvel Stadium. We saw the Hawks give the Pies a bit of a lesson at the MCG. 11-goal win there. Tricky one. Tricky. I feel like Hawthorn pretty close against Port Adelaide. No, I have no dramas travelling. I'm going to go the Hawks to win. No Rochelle. No Rankin. Makes me lean towards Hawthorn. And their form, they've been one of the form teams of the comp for the last 9 or 10 weeks. They've won 4 of the last 5. Crows have won 3 of the last 5, so they've been in okay form. Even though it is away from home, their footy stacks up, getting it done in the midfield. What a wild round this could be. I could get 8 out of 9, or I could get 5 or 4. Who knows? I'm optimistic. Well, I've gone Carlton, I've gone Geelong, Gold Coast, St Kilda, GWS, Fremantle, Collingwood, Western Bulldogs, and Hawthorn. I could get 3. Who knows? That's where I've gone this week. Obviously, got to take a few more risks. So we'll see what happens. If I want to be, a little sneaky chance, go down losing by 10 goals. Or try to lose by, try and get back in the contest. We'll see what happens. That's it from me, guys. Comment who you think's going to win over the weekend. Join the tipping competition if you want to get involved. Give the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff so you can see who I'm picking each and every week. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.